Good day to each and everyone. I am Isla Miranda from St. Augustine. Today, I will discuss about nuclear power in the Philippines. In today's speech, I will discuss more why the Philippines is not ready for nuclear power, even though more Filipino people benefit with that. The Philippines is not equipped with the technology nor the capacity to ensure the safe operation of nuclear energy, arguing that it will be too risky to operate such as a facility in a country that is exposed to various natural disasters such as earthquakes, typhoons, landslides, and flooding. February 28, 2022, President Rodrigo Duterte signed Executive Order No. 14, which established a national policy for a nuclear energy program in recognition of these difficulties. The Philippines is not ready to adopt nuclear power despite its potential advantages because of its safety, environmental, and technological issues. Although nuclear energy has the potential to boost economic growth and ensure energy security, its deployment is extremely risky due to the nation's existing infrastructures and vulnerabilities. Nuclear power facilities cannot be safely managed in the Philippines due to a lack of technological know-how and capability. Advanced systems, highly qualified personnel, and stringent safety procedures are necessary for operating a nuclear site, but the infrastructure and human resources needed to meet these needs are still lacking in the nations. Without a large investment in technology, education, and training, there is an intolerably high chance of accidents or poor management. According to Philippine Nuclear Research Institute Director Carlo Arcilla, on the sidelines of 10th Atomexpo International Forum held in Sochi, Russia, one of the best locations to put nuclear power plant is Palawan. Operating nuclear facilities safely is a difficult task since the Philippines is extremely vulnerable to natural calamities. The nation is vulnerable to irregular earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and tsunami due to its location inside the Pacific Ring of Fire. It also gets to 20 typhoons a year on average, which frequently cause landslides and serious floods. These environmental hazards put nuclear power facilities in dangerous settings and raise the possibility of mishaps that could have disastrous results. According to International Atomic Energy Agency, as repeatedly emphasized, the country must first develop a robust regulatory framework and human resources to handle nuclear energy safely. The Philippines, however, lacks these essential components, making it highly vulnerable to potential mismanagement or operational failures. The absence of a comprehensive safety culture and operational experience in nuclear energy further complicates its implementation. The nation is not yet ready to embrace this technology. There are significant operational and safety concerns as a result of the difficulties caused by a lack of sophisticated infrastructure, technological know-how, and skilled workers. Furthermore, the Philippines' vulnerability to typhoons, earthquakes, and volcanic eruption make it difficult to operate nuclear reactors safely. To reduce this danger, significant expenditures in education, technology, and regulatory frameworks are required. The Philippines' embrace of nuclear power is still a risky and foolish idea unless these crucial elements are in place. The decree recognized the vital need of protecting public safety and resolving environmental issues, even as it attempts to investigate. Furthermore, the truth revealed by Jesus Christ is one of the peace, justice, and reconciliation. The introduction of nuclear power, with its potential to cause conflict, environmental degradation, and public fear, may not align with the call to foster peace and justice. Jesus' teachings emphasize care to creation and the need to ensure that decisions made by humanity contribute to the flourishing of all life.